Oh yes, we are marching towards the boat inspection. It is fantastic. I hope you are here for this fantastic time. If you're not here, how are you seeing this? Anyway, hello and welcome to the stream. If you're watching this later on YouTube, remember to subscribe so we can march together to more boat inspection. That's important. I think it's important. Man, I hope it's important because I've been doing it a lot. Alrighty tidy, ready for fighty. Let's spam the universe, and I need to remember to take lots of screenshots, because as it turns out, it's quite helpful to screenshot the hell out of things. What the hell was I doing? What was I doing? I was spamming the world. Hello, Tungsten Cube. Hello, Don McFist. Screenshots are good. Screenshots are good. Yes, yes. Yes, they're so good. Yes. Yes. Yes, 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 they are good. They are good, good. Right, I've spammed the universe. I need to put a Plutono hub here. Wow, the screen was filled with balloon. There were balloons in my face. Can't see. Plutono hub. There we go. Pinned. And I need to go find all my spreadsheets. There are so many spreadsheets I must have. Also, Google just did the thing. I forgot the Winter Olympics was on. Who's won? Has anyone won the Winter Olympics yet? Like, you know, someone should win it one of these years because they keep having to redo it. When will there be a final winner? It's a fight to the death, right? That's what the Winter Olympic is? I don't know. Let's go here. Open new tab and Bodan craft states. The states of the craft. There were 50 craft states, and then there were only one after the accident. Okay then, let's see here. And yeah. Yeah. What was I doing? I have checked the workshop, by the way. There's nothing new there. Good. It's a fight to the death, yes. Typical nowadays, they keep milking that thing and making more seasons. I know, right? When will they, like, you know, there was a satisfactory conclusion the first time, whenever that was. And yeah, they just keep milking it. Oh, boy. What was I doing? What was I doing? What was I doing? I was going here. We're getting straight into inspecting boat. Because we simply must inspect boat. It is very warm. Actually, you know what I need to go do? My fan is now sitting outside me little office completely. And blowing hot air in. So, blowing cold air in. I'm gonna go turn it up a little bit. I'll be right back with you. I'm back. Nobody just tells a self-contained story anymore. Just keeps going until people lose interest and then unceremoniously cancels the series. Yeah, it is so sad. Right, where were we? Was there penis on the loading screen before I got here? Oh, the tree is gonna freak out as well. That's gonna be interesting. Okay, let's go over here. What was the last thing we were looking at? This. Right, so the last thing we looked at was the Hyperion, which was absolutely fine, really. Consecration. Oh yeah, does the Hyperion... Needs his camera. Right, Consecration. Consecration. Let's look at this big fella. Because I think this is quite a big fella. Let's see here. So, public, ships, Consecration. Alright. Ooh, pretty. Who made this? Gregor Nationalist made this. It's again. 。 I'm always a little bit nervous about the helicopter hanging its tail off over the side. I believe that's not actually what they're supposed to do. This is a speedy little boy, isn't he? Screenshot! Hehe. What was I doing? What were we doing here? We need to... Firstly, we need to see how many sub-objects are on here. Alright, there's a turret. Diff Seawers by the looks of it. And lots of little turrets hither and thither. Yeah, no, this is this appears to be all good. Right. Let's have a look at the internals. Lots of missiles, etc., etc., etc. How's the aesthetics? It's got a little bit, a little bit of paint variety. That's nice. I don't think just eyeballing this, it doesn't really look like it needs anything radically done. Oh, Rick Big Boy Ross. Who is that? I don't know. It's got little lifeboats and stuff. Very nice. Very, very nice. Alright, let's combat test this thing. I believe... Well, I had notes on this already. Switches targets who often needs bit of steer. This thing does have a turning radius that is quite big. Unless this is the updated version. How many medium interceptors does it have? Hanging the tail off the end is an easy way to make a fence since we have that requirement. Okay. Yep. How many... Good question. How many medium interceptors does it have? Alright, so let's go here and just have block counter. Right, let's go medium launcher. It has a lot of medium launchers. That is a lot. It is quite a lot, actually. Let's see here. Blueprint, block counter, order by count, no, name. I refuse to sneeze. Right, medium launcher. You know, that might be a bit much. How laggy would this be? Medium launchers, because there's the small missile rule. It's got like 103 medium launchers on it. This thing's stuffed. No wonder this thing's so expensive. Yeah, this is 700k when it's less than 200 meters long. That is dense. That is very dense. Hello, Orange, and hello, Tungsten Cube. My experience is not terribly laggy for the size. Yeah, I do stand by the whole small missile launcher rule, because, I don't know, small missiles do seem to be more laggy, if only because they fire more often. Let's fling this at itself. Why not? Why not? Let's go here. Consecration is around 700k. It is over here. It just mirror match itself. Still don't know how to do redundancy. Have more than one of the important thing. That's literally all redundancy is. So it's like I have a hand. I don't want life to live life with no hands, so I have a second hand. That's literally it. That's all you do. It's okay. Small missiles are definitely more laggy pound for pound, or I guess mat for mat. Alright, so lots of limb missiles. And this thing does need a hit scan weapon, because this is a hardcraft. So it needs something. Needs hit scan weapon. But it is a bloody gorgeous thing, so I think that's it really. It also has like pretty decent diff seawers by the looks of it. Oh, very good. Very good. Whee! Who's winning? Is the consecration winning or the consecration winning? The good news, the consecration is winning. Let's have a look at these missiles. What are these decoed as? Is this applique? Yeah, this could be a bit of an issue. It might be actually... Hold on a second. I want to see something here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ah, that's not diff seawers. Wait, no, it is diff seawers. It's just tasteful diff seawers. Alright, I'm gonna type up me notes on the consecration here. Wait a minute, I'm just trying to remember something here. Is this remote guided missiles? It is. And yeah, I have a note here about switching targets too often. So I'm just gonna leave that there from you. Wow, we really did not inspect many things last time. Let's go here. We're gonna go here. And it is now the 20th. Control C, you fool. Control C. C for country, as in where you live, probably. Consecration. Needs hit scan weapon. Yeah, that's about it. How is this thing steering? Why did I put that? I think I might have, What is this thing circle at a distance? Wow, it does like to stay... Hold on a second. Hold on. There's rules about this. Nope. Okay, then. Also, remember not to make your turret next to 1x1. Yeah. Okay, Consecration is very much focused on missiles, both using them and defending against them. Yup. How do I keep a consistent amount of firepower even when damaged? Have more than one gun. And decent active defenses. Depends on your weapon, but mostly it's just arming up properly. Depending on the craft layout, you don't. You just try and make it not degrade too fast. My armor is 4 meters of steel and 4 meter beam slope. Alright, cool, but have you protected your firing piece as well? With APS making use of ejectors and diffusers can keep a gun firing a little longer even while damaged. Amount grows based on craft size. You probably won't make it to despawn health with all your weapons still working, but if some of them are, that's probably good enough. Also remember to make your turret next not 1x1. I think we set the max was 3000. My best performing craft was an invasive laser brick. And hello, Azusa! Hello to you. Right, the consecration is like, I don't want to say it's boring, it's just that there's nothing much wrong with it. It needs a laser on it or something. Which shouldn't be too hard to jam. How compact is this thing? How filled... Is there any cavities which could be... I mean, there's these sections with large cargo containers. Yeah, you could stick some kind of hit scan weapon on here. Huh, it also has... Yeah, there's space in here. There is space for fun and activities. Alright, what else are we gonna do? Screenshot. Yeah. Okay, next is, I believe, the Admiral Sepakov, which have, we've already done notes on that, but I will just check it one more time and officially put notes on the frickin' spreadsheet. Uh-oh. This is probably why I said the turret radius needs to be better. Although it is avoiding land quite nicely. Hold on a second, did I... FTT Ocean is enabled. Very nice, very nice. And you've avoided the land. Well done, you have dodged an island. Also, are the trees wigging out? No, they're not, actually. Splendid! Don't think there's a lot of internal space to spare, but you could probably find space for a small pack or two. True. I love fun and activities. Me too. Yeah, would rather suggest a pack than try to fit a laser system. I think a lot of hard and godly soul ships are gonna just end up with a little particle cannon stuck on them. Sepakov, I believe... This was a big fella. I believe this thing had some, Yep. Big fella. Who made this? Luna the Possum made this. Alright, so remember, looking at the notes over here, what did I say? Yep. So it needs anti-rust paint aesthetic. Yep. Bit more greebling on deck. Yep. Proper PID setup. Wait, what happens when you turn this off? It does fine. More alloy and armor, so it relies on up props less. It appears to be doing just fine at the moment. Let's see here. Yeah, that's basically it looks like. It's a plasma thingy. Plasma craft. I believe this thing wouldn't have a, Yeah, it needs a lot more greebling, yes. Yes. Yes, a lot more greebling. It's nice to see some Soviet designs in here. Anyway, so Soviet style, I should say. Alright, let's throw this at... This is meant to be a medium craft. So let's throw it at... Let's not... let's throw it at the Hyperion, which is a godly. And see what happens. It should lose. Oops. Although the Hyperion is a lot smaller than this, my goodness. Yep, it's moving. It is a moving. It is a shooting. It is doing that which it do. Woo! Oh, hello! Hey, hello, Monarch Manifested! Welcome to the stream! Finally caught a stream? Well done. Well done indeed. And thank you for the follow. Alright, so we're here having a look at this rather plain-looking ship, but it's okay. It just had its plasma turrets ripped off, and that is unfortunate. Yep, that looks consistent for what you would expect for... Actually, it's even health-wise. Although I think the Hyperion is about to, do terrible, terrible things, I guess? Ah, the Sapakov drove in close. And now the Hyperion is like, oh no, missiles launched too far. What do? Except their torpedoes so they can come around. Eventually. Alright, nope, I'm happy with this thing's combat performance. It's not amazing, but like, you know, medium design. Big fat medium design with some hastily stuck on plasma cannons. Well, not hastily, like, you know what I mean. Alright, we probably need to do... Hang on. Let's do sub-object checking. How sub-object full is this? So that is... What is that? I think that is... Hold on a minute. Let's see here... Alright, that is diff sewers of some kind. And there's some spin block stuff over there. Yep, nope, doesn't appear to have, like, internals on spin blocks or anything wacky like that. It does have lamb's nodes on a turret, which is, while cool... Oh, that is not protected at all. Oh, dear. Alright. Let's remove all that. Ooh, no, that detection is very exposed. That is very exposed detection. I don't know why people keep doing this. It's not a good idea. Alright, I'm gonna make a note here. Detection is too vulnerable. Like, when you have, like, detection just hanging out on truss blocks on the superstructure, it's not safe up there. It really isn't. Alright, let's go over here, and then... Admiral Sapakov, which is just about the most Russian name for a ship I can possibly think of. Or Soviet, I guess. I don't know. Alright, goes over there. Goes over... Wait, did I not put the Vindicator over there? Oh, I did not. Oh, I did not. That is embarrassing. Wait, no. Wait. Oh, no, I didn't put the Vindicator where it needed to be. No! Hyperion. Vindicator should be just above the Castor, actually. Nope, okay, I did. Whew, I panicked for a second. Thought, like, there's no way I forgot to do that. Oof. Oof. Okay. What are people saying? Ooh! Sapakov has a lot of empty space, very large for the cost. Yeah. How thick should the deck of the ship be? I'd do at least 2 blocks, yeah. Ooh! Many things. Best is 3 blocks thick. Coincidentally, the next ship is also plasma base. That sucks. For some reason, streams are muted on mobile. Damn. I'm once again asking for suburb to mean subricious water. Shut up, Azusa. And your request is once again denied. Hehe. You can't do this, mate. We can indeed. Admiral Oligarkov. Sub usually means lower, whether it's quality or status. And thank you for the subscription, Monarch Manifested. Much appreciated. And now you are immune to advertising, which means you don't get to see the terrifying KFC ad with the like, you know, V for Vendetta mask. I don't know if that's still going on. And his subordinates, Commodore Kleptovsky and Private Conscriptovich. Kleptovsky. It is okay. We steal vital army supplies, but hey, we want them, so it's fine. Screw Daddy Bezos. I mean, you did just give him money, but like... essentially, but like, yeah, like... Alright, next. Also, don't call him Daddy, please. Alright, next is the Claymore, which, as John has pointed out, is also a plasma thingy. Because we need more damn. I believe, who made this? Ah, Rex. Printed Rex made one of these. Let's see, this is... This thing, I remember this thing actually, it has trouble staying afloat. It's nice and heavy. It is almost a submarine. Oh boy. Is it a floating? Is it a floating? Yes it is! Alright, so what is this thing's deal? This does not have a hit scan weapon by the looks of it. Hey! A hype train has begun! I still don't know what that means! The double down horrifies me. Fair given money, but saved myself some time. Yup. The money was a given. Monarch is just getting more use out of it. True! AI ads are a plague upon society. Yeah. However, I don't like marketing companies anyway. I mean, ads were bad before. And some money, saw a KFC ad about the double down. Brenda Rex and I rebuilt the internals. Very good. So this, double down horrifies me. Only Americans could invent something like... Yeah, what Americans do to food, and particularly to dead animals, is terrifying to me. Alright, and that helipad could be bigger. What is here? What is this? This is nothing. This is like... Alright. This helicopter does need more space. Gasku Hepatita. I'm going to assume that's a name. Alright, so first things first with our friend here is that that helipad could be bigger. Needs to be bigger because this looks a little funny. Yeah, what else, what else? It's quite visually striking and unique, I do have to say. Alright, lots of stuff. Lots of greebles and lovely things. How's it for sub-objects? There's a lot of... Okay. Oh, wait, if John McFist rebuilt the internals in ye bad old days... What does that mean? Uh-oh. Oh, what the hell is this? Okay, nope, this is ACB shenanigans. Object, turn on video screen. Oh, no, 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 no video screens, please. No video screens, please. No videos. Wait, terrain left, terrain center. Oh, there are no video screens on here. Also, I forgot to frickin' download that app that Tactical Spaghetti made to like check blueprints for illegal blocks. Completely bloody forgot. Alright, so there's no video screens on this. It's just terrain avoidance. Yeah, it's better than British food though, not gonna lie. You're gonna hate this, but I actually kinda like some British foods. I like a bangers and mash. British. You be quiet. American cuisine, deep-fried Snickers. To be fair, the Scots have the deep-fried Mars bar. What are people saying? Double Down, is that like a new menu item they have? We don't really have that much fast food advertising here. Yeah, you're not missing out on much. Imagine a fried chicken sandwich with bacon, sub the buns with pieces of fried chicken. Ooh. Considering we get ads at Kroger while working the graveyard shift, it's absurd. It's American, of course. I could stick a pack on there easily, though the plaza already does pretty well against a lot of things. 2 pieces of fried chicken with bacon cheese in the middle, American cuisine, deep fried Snickers. Just Snickers, honestly. Hehe, can't stay today because work, you over a good stream. Thank you, driver. Thanks for stopping by. Is the British food, though? Avoiding stuff like on the Banshee. Yep, Boderwise. Indeed. Hello, Neckerboy Blue. Can we get a shout out for Neckerboy Blue, please? Oh, this is after my shameful shenanigans stopped, I think. If I got to hear sweet sandwich any time anymore, I might just consider taking a page out of the Canadians book. And the video screen thing is probably just placeholder to the work on bread. Yep, I figured it out. There isn't a video screen, though. I think there's a remote camera or two I missed. Okay. A British cuisine is jellied eels. Yeah, no, I don't get that. Can it confirm the deep-fried Mars bar exists? Oh, it exists. The taste of their cuisine and the beauty of the woman made the British the best sailors in the world. Mean! Dang. Just in case Kroger is an American food store. It did sound familiar. Alright, let's go find the remote. Let's see if there's a remote camera somewhere. Remote. Not Remore. Nope. Doesn't appear to be. Camera. Wait, no. Wireless camera. That's what we're looking for. Where, though? Oh, there. Oh, up there. Up there, up there, up there. Somewhere. Huh? Where? Tell me. There it is. Alright, and it's hidden as well. Rude. Rude, I say. Well, I'm just gonna have to remove that. I'm not gonna do it now. Helipad needs to be bigger. Wireless camera needs to be removed. I could literally do this now, but there's a whole bunch of I just prefer not to. What else? Aesthetics-wise, this is absolutely a-okay. Looks grand, in fact. Let's throw this against. Wait a minute. Is that? Does need a hit scan weapon. Of some kind. Hit scan weapon. Let's throw this against itself. Why not? Why not? Why not indeed? And the Claymore... Yeah, we're gonna throw this against itself because, I don't know. Match costs exactly. The hype train has ended. We reached level 1 with 0.0%. Woo! I still don't understand how hype trains work. Didn't touch most of the external bits when I rebuild it. Makes sense. I've been really happy lately because a couple of folks are doing Bounce of the North playthroughs, one on YouTube, one on Twitch. Yep, and I will get around to it eventually. I'm avoiding spoilers. Go forth, plasma friend. Ah, I remember this. That turret might need to be elevated a smidge, as annoying as that might be. Alright, I'm gonna make a little notey note here. Number 2 turret needs to be elevated. Suits number 1 in occasionally. Alright, is that all I can think of? La 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 la. It goes pew pew. It goes pew pew indeed. Wow, it's almost getting a Brazilian butt amputation. Where godly neater? Good question. I really should get on that. I'm struggling to finish building the metal fleet. Maybe I should just start and not bother. Such fun to watch. Self-sabotage. Right, such fun to watch. This is a Farship too. Yep. Slow-mo burst. Tried against something with the missiles too. Okay, how did that get... You said godly, I think. The flak is fun to watch. Where godly needed. The one time I say something unhorny, it gets automatic. Yeah, it's weird. Try against something with missiles. Well, your wish is my command. Let's throw it against the Hyperion. Right, so this is the Claymore, and I think the Swordfish. How many missiles does it? Let's throw it against the Swordfish. Why not? The Swordfish has a lot of missiles. Ah, the Swordfish definitely has some missiles. Ooh, yikes! Violence. That is indeed... Whoa, that flak is fun. Yes. That is a straight-up flak turret, isn't it? Proper flaky flak turret. Alright. Okay, then. Discovered FTD about 10 years ago and took a bait about 3 and 4 years ago, and you managed to reignite my interest. Yay! Welcome back to hell. So both thank you and screw you. Yep, nope. That is the correct attitude to have. The way I make stuff in FTD is that I have a checklist in my brain, a few vague concepts I want, and then I roll a dice, and if it's not 20, it's going to be a failure. Oh, don't sell yourself too short. How does it do against equivalent cost fellas? I don't know, and we're not going to find out today. How does it do against equivalent cost dongs? I don't know, and we're not going to find out. Large burst flak on the back, small burst flak on the front. I wanted to shake up the oops all interceptors approach to munition defense. Well, good on you. We get to enjoy the flak. While I type things. Claymore. Claymore. Alright, let's go here. Wait, was there anything aesthetics? Anything aesthetics? Yes, there is aesthetics. Play more. There we go. Time is relevant. Oh, it's very relevant. It's very elephant. Discovered you about 1 year ago, maybe 1.5 years. Well, I'm happy people are still finding me. Sometimes it feels like I've been forgotten on the internet. But I guess not. Like, if I was completely forgotten, then no one would hang out here. Otherwise, I think some of these ships are a bit too hard for hard and not hard enough for godly. Maybe we could add another difficulty called expert. You shut the hell up. You be quiet over there. You have quiet, horny thoughts of some kind. I need to be over here. Okay. Emphasis on the quiet. Alright, Claymore. Repulse. Oh, wait, I remember this. Yeah, no, I remember the repulse. The repulse is not repulsive. The repulse is wonderful, but it is scary as balls. What is that? What is that emoji? Getty crab. Hush. I think difficult should be easy, normal, hard. Unfortunately, From the Depths doesn't quite work like that. I mean, those little planes, they fit. You know, that's a good idea, Zeus. It's going to be really easy to do so on the spreadsheet and probably make it easier to read. Yep. Yeah, I agree. Anything bigger than hard can be whatever you want. It's a crab with a Glock. Oh, right. That was really hard to see. Alright, the Repulse definitely needs some Hang on a minute. Do I have an older version of the Repulse? I don't remember it looking like this. Nope, that is in fact what it looks like. It has laser, it has gun. It is going to ruin your fun. Alright, so aesthetically, definitely some things here. Needs the anti-rust paint. That is a big laser, my goodness. It's also proof against its own nukes. Thank goodness. And yes, attacking salvage is a good idea. Alright, let's make notes on our friend here. Because I believe... I do indeed believe... Who's winning? Is the Repulse winning or is the Repulse winning? Well, my computer's losing, that's for sure. We could probably use some hull shaping, more color. This is what it looks like. What is that noise? What noise? Do you mean the cicadas in the background? Because it is summer down here in beautiful Aotearoa, New Zealand, and the cicadas are looking for love. Still, oh, them poor boys. Them poor boys are looking for love. Let's have a look at that nuke just before. Yes, so this is what I was talking about. Blueprint maintenance tools, Rule 23. So that's what it actually looks like. I really do think it should be modified a little bit so it's more obvious that it's a vehicle, because as of right now, the thing looks identical to a missile and will confuse and traumatize people to a significant degree. By bigger, I mean harder. Right. CC. Just using main as a power move, but also doesn't look too great. What? Solid performance could use some aesthetic changes. Yep. Attack and salvage is necessary for campaign vehicles, because otherwise a player-controlled vehicle with no AI just automatically wins every fight. Well, not automatically. Didn't mean to send, sorry, but something the King Crab and the CC. It's funny how Nita vehicles don't have attack salvage on. Yep. It was Lathrix that introduced the game. He's still around? Yes! He, every once in a blue moon he does another From the Depths thing. Could do research, but I'd rather see an active community's response. Yep, he still does the occasional FTD thing. It can be like months between videos of his, though. Speaking of cheese, it's such BS that the game lets you withdraw vehicles in fights even after they start to scrap. I guess you need to give, like, inexperienced players, like, a safety rope. EA has played the Christmas campaign recently. Lathrix just has way better thumbnails. I mean, ouch. If you have any, like, constructive feedback on my thumbnails, like, I would like to hear them, please. I don't know what the algorithm wants, or what people want. Neato. So what I'm hearing is that I have a week's worth of it. Yeah, you got a few videos to catch up on. All right, we got to make notes on the repulse. Nukes could be mistaken for decoed missiles. Got to change that to brackets. Needs anti-rust paint. Greebling, more hull shaping. I'm just going to destroy everything there. And on the thumbnail, I mean, the only thing I know about the YouTube icon, apparently having a face in it is good. Well, yes and no. Like, I've seen YouTube thumbnails that have like a face front and center, but they don't do any better. You need to add big red arrows and circles, express the face in oversaturated colors. On the thumbnail, I mean, yeah, that. Honestly, I could never get over the skill cliff face this game has. Yeah. Make it as annoying and unlikable as possible. Sell your soul and creativity for views. But I don't want to. I like my soul, assuming I have one, and I like being creative. I do need to put more arrows in my thumbnails. That could be fun. Ow. That's what happens to most people. Yeah. Honestly, if you think of From the Depths as like, what is happening over there? If you think of From the Depths as like 3D modeling software that happens to have a game attached, it probably gets a lot more fun. How many decorations is it? This actually has quite a lot of decorations. It's quite a few. Yeah, a bit more shaping, a bit more paint, a bit more greebling, but aside from that, like, I don't know, I've got no complaints. Let's just check the... Chickly? Let's just, quickly check the sub-object count. There's a lot of sub-objects up here. They're turrets, though. This probably... What is this supposed to be? Is that detection? Why are people so fond of... The hell is this? Oh, it's a laser. It's a really pathetic laser. My goodness me. What the hell, man? Ha, that is the tiniest laser I've ever seen. Thankfully there's a bigger one back there? Okay then. Yeah, now it just needs... Wait a minute. Am I tripping balls, or was the deck always wood? Am I insane? Am I a crazy person? I swear the deck wasn't wood before. I'm insane. I legit was looking straight at this thing and I didn't realize the deck was wood. Is it wood? Pretty sure it was always wood. Lathrix thumbnails are really colourful and eye-catching. Okay. Nita wants me... Personally, I like the self-made thumbnails. It has a certain charm to it. The algorithm wants shiny and colourful thumbnails while the audience really relies on your target audience. The colour orange. But that's not what makes what it is, yeah. That's probably why I never managed to pick it up then. I can do 3D modeling software okay-ish. This is the only 3D modeling software I really do. I'll once again reiterate that FTD is a great building game and a horrible RTS. Yep, no, if you stripped away the building, it would be a terrible RTS game. Especially like the self-made thumbnails has a certain charm to it. I mean, who else would make them for me? Not physically cutting wood or other objects away is much more natural. Yeah. Nita makes me want to remove my trolling. Dazzler, I think the thumbnail really got laser dazzler for trolling laser. Designated missiles, don't know how to do dazzlers. I got the mental image, just seem to can't get it right in Cipher. Pretty sure it was always wood. Obscure mechanic people forget exist. Doesn't really do much. This FTD, you're going to have to be more specific. Physical objects I can touch much easier. How good is a burst laser? They can be incredibly good. Dazzlers, pierce lasers are amazing. I was making a joke about obscure mechanic people forget about. Describes a lot of things. The FTD, good. Adding a Q to making a pierce is often better. Alright, I need to hurry up and, like, friggin'... I don't know. Fight something. Quick, fight the Exarch, which is a carrier, I believe. So, go nuts. Go nuts, Buttercup. Oh, no, the lag. Also, I think I just spawned that thing on land. This was a terrible idea. Oh, no. Alright, let's go here, and let's go repulse, 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 repulse. And mainly just aesthetic, so we're just gonna go repulse. That's not how you spell repulse. What was the Exarch again? This big fella. Whoops. I mean this big fella. I remember Sean made this. Aircraft carrier as whoa, that was a nuclear explosion. And so was that. Did it do anything on something this big? Oh my god. Well then, this is definitely a fight. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna turn the ocean off. For the sake of my frame rate. Alright, okay. Is the frequency alright. People are just talking about burst lasers and that's a-okay. I finished making notes on the repulse, which means we can probably despawn this horrible lag fest that's currently happening. Whee! This fight is gonna lag regardless. Oh, it's gonna be lag. I mean, it could be worse. Hey, we're getting over 20 frames a second. That's what we like to see. Okay, what the hell was I doing? I'm slow! Help! I'm slow! I'm a slow person. Okay, next is the Fortitude. And I can turn the ocean back. I can turn the pretty ocean back on. Yay! Right. Fortitude. This is a wow. Printed Rex actually has made a lot of fun stuff here. Let's see here. The Fortitude is a hard design. Does it have a hit scan weapon? No, it does not. Needs a hit scan weapon. Needs hit scan weapon. This is another missile cruiser type thing. And it has a helicopter. Aesthetic-wise, this looks absolutely a-okay. Let's check the sub-object nonsense. Alright, it's got little hatches there. Alright, cool, cool, cool. Lots of hatches. Lots of hatches indeed. So if we spawn in... I don't know, just spawn in something there. Ah! That's not too bad. Does have a bit of a mean lean on it, but apart from that... What the hell? Wait, what did I just do? Oh, the Unbreakable is the cram thing. I forgot about that. Whee! I'm a YouTube member, last I checked. Thank you! Otherwise just having a... Oh, we're talking about... what are we talking about? We're talking about the Discord server. YouTube member. Well, thank you for being a YouTube member. I don't do a super good job of, like, doing membership rewards things. There's only one membership program, and it's behind-the-scenes screenshots, which I keep forgetting to, like, put up there. Sometimes crash my face and I have no idea why. Gotta love that the standard integral I probably have to use for the next step in my BCS is to put in the Beyond Superstring Theory on Wikipedia, which scares me. I didn't understand what I just read. Alright, so this thing seems a-okay. Aesthetic-wise, it's absolutely fine. I have no complaints whatsoever. Maybe could cut down on sub-objects a little bit. But apart from that, like, yeah, needs hit scan weapons. And cut down. Could cut down on sub-objects a bit. Missile silos. Right. Fortitude. 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 Okay, there we go. I know how to spreadsheet. I know how to spreadsheet. I know how to spread a sheet all over the wall. Should I swap my YouTube membership for another platform then? Honestly, I would switch to Patreon because the Discord server is good. And like, I'm much better at keeping up with like Patreon stuff than I am YouTube membership stuff, of which there's just one thing which I consistently fail to do. Patreon gets you the Discord, yeah. Which is quite chill, and the annoying people are kept out by the paywall for the most part. Yeah. Okay, we've looked at the fortitude, yes. You know what I realized while recording the other day? Is that I keep forgetting to mention to people, like in my videos, is that the Patreon allows you to watch videos without ads. That's one of the main benefits of it. You see it early, see video sooner, and you watch it without ads. Which is like one of the most basic advantages that Patreon gives you. And I just consistently fail to remember to mention that. And I have to say, like, you know, the lowest tier on my Patreon's a lot cheaper than, like, YouTube Premium. Admittedly, it doesn't unlock the whole of YouTube in an ad-free zone, but, like, noises. Alright, Miserical. This thing had a redo already, and I think will probably be fine. Chunky thing. This thing had spin block clipping, I think, back in the day. And this thing does not have a hit scan weapon. That's the first thing it needs. It needs a hit scan weapon. Yeah. Whoopsie daisy. Needs scan weapon. And I hope people don't try and like, this is a bloody gorgeous thing. Aye, Soviet Skyev has made some gorgeous things here. I also seem to recall this thing was absolutely ugly. Yep, there's a lot of sub-objects here. I think all of them are turrets, though. What? I'm not sure those interceptors need to be... Those interceptors probably don't need to be on, like... Frickin', you know, what's the thing I'm looking for? Turrets? There's that. Rangefinders. That is a lot of sub-objects. I'm gonna say that these tiny little interceptors probably don't need to be on double-jointed turrets. Gonna just put that out there. Swap from YouTube to Patreon Gold. Thank you, Monarch! Patreon is just a safe version of OnlyFans. For the most, not using YouTube is nice, yeah. I like this older style ship. Yep, I would suggest putting this in medium set, not opening on another slot, just changing it to medium. You reckon? Hold on. Let's throw it against another current hard. And see what happens. This thing, let's throw it against the Fortitude, since we just, where was the Fortitude? Bloody Nora, this thing's slow. Why isn't it moving? It has trouble moving at all. That is an issue. Big, beautiful guns takes approximately 3 million years. Very strong guns, to be fair. Yeah, this thing is slow as hell. How is it so slow? Takes a while to get the props revving, I guess. Yep, this is feeling like medium. It's a big medium, but a medium nonetheless. Alright, Maserica looks great as one of the relatively few ships that aren't Cold War era. Yep. Patreon Gold also gets borderwise to build stuff for you. Yep, which reminds me, I need to finish the thing I was building for someone. Looks like sub-objects for the cranes. No, I don't. I think all the sub-objects are turrets. Oh, right, there as well. Yeah, this could do some with some de-sub-objectifying. Let's see, how are we doing here? Right, the Fortitude is still kind of losing. Oh dear. Yeah, I'm agreeing with John McFist on this one. This thing's so slow. How is it so slow? What is happening over here? Does it not have the gear things that are needed for things? Ah, right. Wait a minute. Hold on, I'm just gonna repair this for thumbnail purposes. Actually, I'm going to destroy that for now. Alright, this thing needs to be faster. Let me show you what I'm going to do on the spreadsheet. Misericord. We're going to say that needs de-sub objectifying interceptors and cranes. I'm trying to remember if shuffling things around in terms of difficulty is something necessary. Whoops. Alright, Misericord goes there. Needs to de-sub objectifying and needs speed of some kind. Because if it's too slow, then it's like, alright, this is slow even by Onyx Watch standards. Alright. Very slow though. Oh, yeah, what it was. One of your designs showed up on Goal Stream. It did well until one of the props got cut in a crash and died. Yay! The Shackleton, the Pack Helicopter. Yay! The really annoying one. The link I found when searching Discord on Patreon is invalid. Oh boy. Oh boy. When searching Discord on Patreon? What? You're in the Discord manifested. With front lift in the armor, what order? Am I doing something wrong? Possibly? Love Discord not notifying, thanks. As for rear armor, you need to link your Discord and your Patreon account first. Fully walkable interiors, necessary part of any thrustercraft. I see, and when a ring shield's worth it? Basically never. Misericord is over the minimum speed requirement. I don't know why it's being this slow though. Yeah, that's an issue. That is the issue. I don't know why it be slow. It be fast, it be slow. Discord was linked, Discord just didn't notify me. Oops. Thank you, Discord. Okay then, what have I done here? Alright, so the Misericord needs acceleration and speed increased way too slow for some reason. Okay then. Misericord is here. Misericord. There we go. And this is technically both deco work. Why am I typing this odd? And screenshot. And that as well. Yes, 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 yes. I'm trying to remember if I need to, like, put in the changelog where the Misericord goes. 20 odd meters per second, yeah. Discord was linked. The problem was non-issue from start if you ignore Discord being a butt. Discord is sometimes a butt. In recent times, it's also being a butt. They want Face ID, apparently, which I'm not going to give them. If they ask for Face ID, I'm going to send a picture of my sister's cat. Or I'm just going to take a photo of myself, make a cartoon version of it with, like, wall eyes, and then send that in. Okay. What are they going to do? Say this isn't good enough? I'll sue them. Alright, we've looked at the Misericord. Well done, us. And now we have to look at the Varanus, which I believe... There's an updated version of this, right? They can suck my... Yeah, they ain't getting a pic of my Face ID. Nope. Oh yeah, just use Cyberpunk 2077 character editor. Yeah. Or you can take a photo of Willy. Wait, who's Willy? Are you suggesting a dick pic? Because that would be funny. Hold on a second. Let's go here. Let's see... As file Varanus. Okay, that was back in 20th December, so this is... I have indeed found a... Yep, there is an updated Varanus over here, back in December 2025. Take a photo. Willie is the game character. Wilson! Wilson, I'm sorry! Alright, so let's have a look at the Varanus. Again, I'm not sure the one I've got here is the updated one. Yeah, I remember this. I remember this. What the hell's going on with the... What's going on here? The Varanus is in a bit of a state at the moment. What the hell? This doesn't look right. Otherwise, I've decided I will finish the map, of course, but if the Almighty has notes, I cannot fix it. Got it! We can get someone else to do that. All good. I'm simply too busy. That is okay. You are a busy, busy bee. Alright, Varanus is... yeah, this version of the Varanus I have has no sub-vehicle. Interesting. Alright, let's just double check and see if this updated one... this updated one from December last year is different. Don't look at my files! How dare you? How dare you? You looking at my files? You being a file looker? Alright, let's go here. Although, if this guy spawns nukes, it's a bit of an issue, isn't it? Okay. La 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 la. Where did I put my constructibles? There I put my constructibles. There we go. And put you over there for a second. I don't remember if we looked at this before. Nope. Oh, there we go. Aha! We've got a problem here. Alright, it still has that moon pool, which it doesn't need, although it does... What is with the paint job? That can't be on purpose, right? Alright, this is gonna need... Oh no. What the hell am I looking at? What the hell am I looking at? Oh. Whoops! Jumped the gun. Alright then. Next map, fuses to elaborate. As the north needs maintenance and the other thing needs to be done. There's like 5 people who know how to do the FTD map editor, and I'm one of them. Do destabilizers affect all the laser system with just that branch, just that line? Does the Varanus spawn nukes? I don't think it does. I think it used to. At least I have a design idea to waste no space. Someone painted via refit mode, I believe. 8 million diff flak. Yeah, that's a lot of diff flak. Alright, so we've got the problem here is that, that Nightingale clearly does not fit on this, so it needs to spawn differently, or we need a squad. But this is an updated version of the Varanus, so I'm gonna save over it. So there we go. Definitely more up to date than what I had. Alright, let's go here. Yeah, paint could be different. Yeah, the Varanus, I'm sorry to say, she's in a bit of a state, honestly. Definitely needs a new paint job. Right, so Varanus over here. First things first. Sub vehicle needs space made for it on deck, or needs to spawn in a way that makes it clear it's an escort. Also needs fresh paint job. Looks strange. Not strange. Strange is not the same as strange. Moon pool needs to be filled in. Moon pool needs to be fixed. If no sub. If no sub is planned. Just watch, I'm going to have to be the poor bastard who, like, fixes the Varanus, because I think Question is... Wait, no, Lel. Wait a minute, who's Lel? Didn't Question Master already make this originally? The Varanus is more 1v1 focused with less secondary weapons. Okay. Just very big boat. The map editor... Yeah, the map editor sucks. The Varanus kind of take up the same role as the Audacious. Kind of. This was originally a submission for, like, the Godly ship. It is different. I have my own CC that's already completed. I learned map editor for that project. Will you tell us how much you've come to hate map editor? Also 600k ticket, give or take. I need to find it so I can be utterly demolished. Rounds the North on the Steam Workshop, it is hard. Varanus was a group project. Question Master made it with a few other people long while ago. Yep. Already found it. Oh, already found it. I had my ass handed to me too many times. Gave up. Yeah, Barons of the North, Barons of the North is hard. It is supposed to be hard. Neater is kind of more of a, do you know how to make okay-ish vehicles and just, like, resource steamroll everyone? Barons of the North is like, did you actually make efficient craft? Did you remember to do that? Because if you didn't, you're gonna have a bad time. I'm going to set the Varanus fighting itself for giggles. And you will... Wait a minute. Does this thing have hit scan? Does it have hit scan weaponry? It does. It has a little bit of hit scan weaponry. Alright, where is the Varanus? Wait, that's the old Varanus, I think. Yep, let's have the new versus the old. Because I think this new one is a lot... It's slightly cheaper. What does the old one look like? Oh, the old one has that janky-ass submarine, which looks horrible. Ooh. Let's look at the new one. And then I will go make coffee. Which way are you turning, my friend? Turning this way. Splendid. Alright, I'm going to vanish off the face of the earth now. Temporarily. You want to do a Varanus versus Varanus? I don't think your PC is going to like that. Nope, it doesn't. Alright, I'll be back very soon. Don't go anywhere. Please try and survive the ads.
Hey, Vanny, how are you doing? I should not call this thing Vanny.
Let's have a look-see. How do? Who is winning chicken dinning? Good news, everyone. The Varanus is winning. Right, I'm gonna turn my face back on. Ah! I always feel like I need to go more this way. I'm more this way now. This is good. I need my spoon. I need to keep stirring my coffee, or else it has lumps in it. It is all the children trying to escape. I mean, what? Nope. Ah! My pet rock! I have a pet rock, by the way. What's happened? Hey, Swanker's Cross, thank you for the subscription. I need to catch up on chat. I simply must catch up on the chat. Ah! Right. Oi. There we go, thank you. Okay, let's see here. What has happened? Okay. Okay, chat just had a lovely chat. Chat is mostly me realizing how poorly this game clicked for me in terms of playing. This game's hard as balls. Alright, have I put all the notes on the Varanus that I actually want to? I have not. Let's go check my notes. If no sub... Not planned. Planned. I know how to spell. I went to school at least once. I don't remember any of it. Right, what else do we want to talk about? Not much. This is just a... The Varanus might be the most battleshipy battleship. Like, I don't know, we have here, really. There's also... Yep, Varanus. Varanus is go there. Varanus is here. Varan. Yes. I think the Varanus is winning. My goodness. And just need to do over here. Don't mind me. I'm spreadsheeting. I'm sheeting all over this spread. That sounded bad. Right, Varanus. After 3 years and 3,000 plus hours, I can say I know FTT pretty well. Still not everything. John McFist, I have more than twice as many hours as you, but I think I'm worse at the game than you. So it's... Bear in mind, folks, it's not just the hours, it's what you do with the hours. Making the same canoe over and over again, what is happening over there, is, possibly not the best thing. Hooray! Enemy Varanus is despawning. Victory for the Varanus! Admittedly, the new updated version, it would make sense that would be doing better. Easy way to make a decent grant is have checklist requirements like active defense and gun. You're not wrong. It does help to plan ahead what you're actually doing, which I tend to fail to do. I'm about 1,750 hours in and there's so much I don't know. Literally the only reason I get by is because my evasion breadboard is good. Yep. Trying to make a decent ship in front of the tips is ironically very hard. I've always spent a lot of time in the help channel of FTT, both giving and receiving help, mostly giving, not so much recently, but still. Good on you. Good on you for being a helpful person. Alright, enough of the Varanus being all Varanus-y. Let's try and get through the rest of the ship. We're not going to get through the rest of the ships. What am I talking about? Time to look at the Indomitable. The Indomitable. 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 Right, I did reach the point of not giving crap that I literally made a book with guns because I was so done with trying. Still went poorly. Hello, Drinkfire! Indomitable is another, yep, that's a battleship. So it is. Alright, this is, yeah. This is the one that had spin block clipping and then fixed it. Just to double... You could probably, like, shorten the bow of this thing by, like, a third. and it would still look fine. Show me the sub-object. Show it to me. Hey, do you not like how your bow looks? Whee! No, hang on, let me write it. Nom. 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 That was fun. I make it trying to make anything decent in this game is true. That is true. Even for stuff generally regarded as cheesy, like spacecraft and submarines. Yeah. No. Life is hard. Yep. This is very battleshipy battleship. It has a laser too. Let's see. It is a hard simply because it is such a big boy. Oh, this is a big boy, big girl. Yep, lasers, duct tape over there. So Republic driver did very well on this. Yes, very well. Yes, yes. Lots of sub objects. Okay, all right. So the spotlights. The spotlights. All right. So deco. Aesthetics need to be de-sub-objectified a bit, because we do want to cut down on them a little bit, just a smidge. Let's go here. Yes, aesthetic stuff needs de-sub-objective. Needs de-sub-objectifying. I'm seeing a little bit of deco flicker. Also, yeah, that is... How full is this? Those are very big guns. Barrels should be shortened a little bit. Number 3 turret. Right. Number 3... turret needs shorter barrels. Looks weird. What else? This is the world's longest boat. What's in the front here? Seriously, what is in the front here? The spotlights can all be converted to breadboard control. True. Alright, so also... This might be mean to ask, but can we make this thing shorter? Speaking as someone with a horrible canoe habit. You know what? Never mind. Forget I said that. Pinnacle of hypocrisy for me to ask someone to de-canoe their battleship. Alright, how do you do functionality-wise? Hold on, let's have one more look at the sub-objects. How you doing? What's this? That is a one-axis turret over there. What is that? Oh, that's a torpedo. That's a torpedo launcher. By the looks of it. I think. That is indeed a torpedo launcher? That's not clipped, is it? That is not clipped. Okay. Made it to realistic proportions. You gonna make a stubby canoe? Don't tempt me. Breadboard control. What the? The bow is on a spin block? Yep. I know. I don't think they even swivel. Yeah, show me your secrets. Pulls out clipboard. What if Porterboys practice making a stubby canoe? You know, I've made entirely round ships before, but here's the thing. You know what people did? They just said, "You've made a round canoe," and I was like, so it is. It comes from both ends. If I make it, it's a canoe, and if I make it, hold on, how's it going again? It's gotten to the point of like, I built things that look like canoes, so people just say, "Oh, that's the canoe, man." And then now, even if I make something that's very clearly not canoe-shaped, people still say it's a canoe. We'll have some wisdom for Swanker's Cross. It's like, when you get pigeonholed by your audience into a particular build style, there is no escape. Choose your style carefully. You might be stuck with it for eternity. Alright, enough of this silliness. Let's have this thing fight itself. Canoe technique is more important than canoe size. This is true. The default canoe shape, I do have to say, is... how expensive is this? This is the Indomitable. I do have to say that the elongated canoe shape I do is not very volume efficient at large sizes, which is probably partially the reason I don't like making giant ships usually. If you make it anti-symmetric, maybe it wouldn't be. Ah yeah, oh, that is a key. Make the front very different from the back. Twitch chat isn't really the ideal avenue for learning, but now you're in the Patreon Discord. Oh yeah, like, people are very helpful in my Patreon Discord, not to shout out my Patreon Discord. Honestly, visually, the only thing it needs to move the third turret to the back and move the superstructure there, make it a bit thicker. How... alright, who's winning? Platona's gonna need a lot of revenge fleets just to, just so the player actually gets some decent, a decent exposure to all the craft. Middle ground between canoe and circle. Okay, what about... oh great, I'm stuck making amphibious vehicles, great! Oh boy. Until I decide to reinstall the game, I'll probably pass on learning. Thanks though. Everything is for the joke at the moment. The bow is too long even to realistic proportions. Yeah, it does look weird, but bearing in mind that most From the Depths craft have stubbier bows than what real-life ships do. Yep, no, I'm pretty happy with the Indomitable. It's already had some TLC. Number 3 turret needs shoulder barrels. Spotlights. Spotlights. Right, let's go Indomitable. Indomitable. I want a good screenshot. I want a better screenshot. Yay! I want an even better screenshot. I have to say that, like, the Indomitable is very screenshot worthy. It's pretty good. Yay! Alright. Right, Indomitable. Here's the thing, I know how to start saying Indomitable. I have trouble learning how to stop saying Indomitable. Okay, and what was the notes I literally just made on this thing? Actually, I'm gonna... should be moved. Let's go over here. Nyom, nyom. Right. Indomitable. Alright, now we're finally into the carriers. And we get to look at one of my favorite ships in this whole custom campaign, the Chimera. Because it looks cool. If you're the one streaming, Twitch chat can be the ideal place to learn, because everyone will be in a... very true! These type of turrets, so what I suggest is remove the rear turret and go full Nelson. Look at the Iowa, much short better. Why is the ship a raindrop teardrop? I don't know. And also, what kind of raindrops are you looking at that is that long? Girth is really important too. Azusa! Okay then, it's Indomitable. Wait, what? It's Indomitable. Indomino's Pizza. Indomitable isn't the... Indomitable is a word, I believe. Hang on a minute. Let's just do... Frig. Okay. Frig, wife of Odin. Frig, wife of Odin. She's a classy lady. I think. She's not really mentioned much in the old... Oh. That is a misspelling. Haha! Oh no, you were right. I thought that was a word. Whoops! Most pixel art depicts raindrops as lines. Indomitable means unable to be dominated. Yeah. Indomitable nom 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 nom. The kid of the rain when it rains sideways. Like the storm I am in right now. Wait, what? Or did you mean the kind of rain? Anyway, let's look at the Chimera, because I want to. And it's also less laggy. Right. Chimera, attack carrier, 300k of magical nonsense. Whoops. Oh, this is so much less laggy. Look at this beautiful fella! Oh, I love them. Oh, I love them. Oh, I love this thing. Inky Boy does very good work. This thing, gorgeous. Not the best, not the best in a fight, but that's okay. Yes, and it's got little planes. I don't think I have notes for this. Aesthetically, it's beautiful. And functionally, I think it's just fine. There are notes on it. Exocet planes need target prio adjusted, needs at least basic missile. Oh, yeah. Yeah, this thing doesn't really have anything in the way of active defenses. And it has very little sub-objects. It has little detection thingies there. Oh my goodness, yes. Yes. Chimera, I love it. This is legitimately one of my favorite Platono vehicles. It's what basically like kicked off the entire attack carrier class of ships for Sewol. So nice. So nice. Wow. Alright, let's have you and you fight, because this thing doesn't really have any missile defense at all, but it does have guns, which means it is a Chimera. Chimera is 292. Materials. Huh. I think I've got the older one. I do indeed appear to have. Let's see. Yeah, this one's a lot more expensive. Ah, it has torpedoes. And this one does not. Aha! I need to go find the up-to-date blueprint for the Chimera, because I'm looking at the old one. Were people already saying that? Do we need a battleship? No, we need a carrier. Someone from the back of the row. Why not both? Okay, see you, Monarch Manifested. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for the subscription and subscribe to the Patreon. Thank you. I think for an easy line of active defense might be okay. It's still quite durable for the cost, just a sheer bulk. True, true, true. Alright, I need to go... Actually, I could just do this. Assuming this is... Let's go find carrier. Let's go find the Chimera, I mean. And player. Spool now. Very obviously... Whoops. Did that wrong. Chimera. This thing has... What does it have? Let's see. Launcher, medium launcher, and does it have... It has medium rail launcher as well. Launcher, medium rail launcher over there. Yeah. Wait, does it have... It does have torpedo interceptors now. Or just torpedoes. Nope, it has torpedo interceptors. Very good, very good. Nice, 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 nice. Yep, okay, no, I'm happy with this. I'm happy. If this is the most up-to-date version, what version is this? This version, let's just double check. Chimera SR, yep. And that is version 42. The old Chimera is version 46. Just gonna get rid of that one. Yeah, it's alright. It's got some active defense. And what is the Exojet's target prio? What are these things armed with? These are bombs. By looks, no, there's some kind of bomb. So if we go here and we fight it against itself, what do they go for? Easy design. Have you ever heard a cat's mating call? Nope. Tungsten, you really do come out with like the most out of nowhere things to say, which at least makes chat interesting. 18mm diff flak. Should have another 20. Oh no, 18mm diff flak. You. No. How dare you? How dare you How dare your face, and also the rest of you. Okay, let's spawn you in again. Spawn you in again. Spawn you in again. Toot toot. Spawn you in again. And here's the Chimera. Right. What do the exocets go for? Because they should go, if those are meant to be bombs, they should go for the ship, not the planes. They are indeed appearing to go for the ship, not the planes. Those are really neat little bombs, honestly. Neat and cool. Kaboom! That. Oh, they're incendiary. Neat! Yep, no, I am very happy with the Chimera. Doesn't need a damn thing changed. Alright, so they're there. Hooray! We've got something that needs no notes on it. Right. Next is the Orca. Next is the Orca. Next is the Orca. Shake your Orca to the ground. That's rude. Alright then. Hover movement is cool. Yeah! Hover movement's very convenient. Alright, we have half an hour. And now we need to... What are we looking at next? The Orca. I think this one's a bit bigger. Seems a little cramped, but you know... Okay, this is a little bit silly. This is a little bit silly. These things are like... Okay. Maybe one less jet. I think maybe one less jet would be fine. I do like this thing a lot. Wait, does the... Oh, hold on, I just remembered something. Does the Chimera... It does have anti-rust paint. So yeah, no, it's cool. It's cool. Orca. Cruiser carrier. Love it, love it, love it, love it. Again... I mean, arguably this could have some more greebling, but it doesn't really need it. But yeah, the planes are very, very cramped. We could survive just fine with one less plane. Oh god, we might actually get to my Sewol carrier things. Please no. Oh no, we're gonna get to them eventually. The one I threw a bunch of mannequins on? We'll place them at an angle. Love the rear rigging blocking the... It is blocking the runway! Oh, that's a bit of a whoopsie, isn't it? How the hell are you supposed to land on this thing? Ha! Okay, I'm gonna make it... Alright, we're gonna make some notes here. Runway needs to run all the way. Yeah, and also this has that problem of these... yeah, no, the number 2 turret needs to be elevated. Alright, so let's go. Orca, over here. Number 2 turret. Number 2... needs to be raised. Because this thing does tend to shoot its friend in the back of the head. To prevent friendly fire. One less jet, so the runway is less cramped. Runway should run all the way. Rigging, blocking, runway should be removed. Runway should be removed. That's basically what I can think of. Maybe a little bit more greebling. More greebles. There we go. Alright, so we have notes here. Alright, let's throw... Where's the Orca? Right, 5, 3, 6, 7, 3, 6... Also, maybe some vaguely Orca-like aesthetic tweaks, actually. I'm gonna make a note there. Black and white paint for... Orca-ish. And that goes for Orca-ish features. Yeah. Is there a dogfight happening? It looks like it. Yeah. Yeah, battle carriers are they're a fun, cool concept, but if you think about it for just a moment, there's a reason why they would never actually used in real life. It's because, well, what happens is, what happens is that you get something that's crap at being a fighting ship and crap at being a carrier at the same time. Planes are heavily nerfed in FTD. I mean, they are. They're nowhere near as strong as they are in real life. Rear rigging, blocking the thing. They just get tractor beam back onto the runway. I mean, IRL planes go a lot faster, distance are a lot longer, but also funny plane doing constant 90 maneuvers at 2 kilometer distance. Yep. Unless they have a good laser. FTD planes may be slower, but they don't have to worry about things like G-forces or real aerodynamics. That is the point. Usually there are thrust to weight greater than 1, so they can't even stall. Hello, Dr. Dooley. Carrier decks don't work well when they're blown up. That is the problem. You go into a fight with your carrier, and, your deck gets shot up, and now your planes can't land, so they have to ditch in the ocean. There go your planes. Plain to sea. If you set the thruster weight to a realistic one, the FDA AI can't fly them. Yup. Actually, let's do that right now. Let's show you what happens. What is... If we do that, minimize drag, and let's do... mass times 10. What happens when we do that? Everything sinks! Where's a plane? Are there any planes left? I mean, this guy's in space, so... Whee! Oh dear. He's never coming back down. Bye! Oh lordy. That thing hit the ground hard. Well then. Evasion needs a buff, honestly. Pitches up in panic. Evasion needs a buff, honestly. Shut! Oh dear. Alright, nope, we gotta set that back to basics. Oh dear. Alright, so I believe it's 0.4. There we go. There we go. We're back to how it should be. And we can double check that by spawning in the Chimera again to see if it friggin' floats. Does you float? You does float! Yay! I unbroke the game. Lasers with 300 meters per second velocity. Star Wars lasers. Okay, I'll accept it's all light is treated that way. Missiles with max out thrust also works nicely. Okay, I'm getting distracted. Alright, so Orca, lots of things for it. Let's throw this thing against, I don't know, how many commodities is roughly equal to this? Commodities. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 commodities. Go forth, you silly person. Go forth, you silly person, while I type notes. Not Bomber 2 turret. Man, you know what's really helpful? Reading what you've typed. Unless jet, so the runway is left and crab. I can't type. I can't type. I'm scared of the future. I can't type. There we go. Orca. Yikes. Okay. Man, I always have notes on these, don't I? I always look at that borderwise with opinions on craft. Wisdom. What wisdom does Borderwise have? Who wanted that? Jurakasi. Alright. Wisdom is, well, one bit of wisdom is, Try and build boats on a planet where they can't accidentally do wheelies. Because that's really bad for a boat to do a wheelie. I guess that's wisdom? Man, I hope that's wisdom. If it isn't wisdom, well then. Joke's on all of us. 2/3 of light speed. Minimum 200 meters per second velocity. Imagine how game-breaking a cruise missile would be in F2D. Yeah, like one that functioned like a real one. Yep, that would be bad. There was no R in their username. Thank you. Jussie Kasi? I love seeing everyone's usernames, but man, I hate trying to learn how to pronounce it. Cruise missile? You mean a nuke? I mean, basically, yeah, like nuke craft are like cruise missiles in front of the depths. Did I do this correctly? Right. Okay. Okay then. Right. What is next? Next is the Archimedes. Oh, Elival, I think this is your one. Brace yourself. Nope, this is 3D record. Oh yeah, nope, this needs, ooh. Right, this needs a lot of TLC. Unpainted applique. Alright, so complete aesthetic overhaul. I'm just gonna say that. Helipads need to be bigger. Way bigger. And Archimedes. Don't know why I typed on the spreadsheet in this order. Right, this one does have helipads though. Superstructure aesthetics, wider main turret neck. Hang on, let's just double check here. How wide is the turret neck? Ah! Needs full aesthetic overhaul. Including larger helipads to the street. Needs wider main turret neck. APS Tetris overhaul. What else? Applique needs to be painted. The sword uses APS to go insanely fast. Yep. Whoopsie daisy, what is people saying? What is Mach 1 in FTD? I don't know. Oh, mine are like the 2 1/3 of. Oh, lol. Oh, poor Archimedes. I saw a guy use not gonna lie, my sense of difficulty is so screwed up. Well, Mart used an APS to go through a craft. But that's just a clipping issue. Just gonna stop responding anytime you mention cheese. Yep. Nothing to be gained. Success. No, not clipping. I mean like recoil. Yep. Yeah, so recoil nukes are a thing. They are dangerous as heck. Alright, also, if the Archimedes is a hard craft, does it have a hit scan weapon? Oh, also, I forgot to check. Domitable does have lasers, I believe. Archimedes needs a hit scan weapon. Needs hit scan weapon? What else? Let's have this thing fight itself for giggles. Archimedes, where are you? 387. Yeah, this thing... Yeah, nope, this thing needs, Yeah, that main turret is, this is not a hard craft. This thing might need a complete rebuild. Sorry, 3D Wrecker. Okay, seed light is the seed limit of the real world. The humble neutrino says, haha. Okay. I need more coffee, clearly. Yeah, this needs a bit of an overhaul. Even in a mirror match, it shouldn't... Bloody hell. Okay, then. Yes, might need complete rebuild. Ah, Invisibarrel! The scariest kind of barrel. You will never see it coming. Speed is understood 323 meters per second if you enable the Doppler sound setting. Huh? Okay, Archimedes, needs hit scan weapon. Oh yeah, 3D Record made this ages ago, so... Needs overall functionality check. Rebuild? The dreaded rebuild. Okay, Archimedes. Just like so. This is definitely one of the older things submitted. I remember back in the day. Alright, so Archimedes. Humble Archimedes, humble Archimedes, humble Archimedes, humble. Yes, I can see how this would work. Yes. Good evening. Guess I'm not too late for some sewer lion action. Guess I'm too... Yep, you are too late. We already looked at the sewer lion. I can read out... the notes we have on it. Let's look at the sewer lion. Let's read out the notes. Alright, so... needs hit scan weapon, because it's in the hard category. Turrets could be better protected. Spinning decos need conversion to prop hubs. There are people who can tell you how to do that. And the helicopter needs more pretty. Aside from that, sewer line is very nice. I like it. I don't know much about neutrino. I keep some neutrinos in a jar on my counter. What the hell's a neutrino again? I genuinely do not remember. Okay, I have enough brain power to review one last thing, and that is the Rylanor. Rylanor? Rylanor. Mark II. Oh, big fella. Oh, I remember this. What the hell? Ooh. Ah, this is what another one of Printed Rex designs, and is possibly one of the more funky ones. Oh, those Harriers. Those are indeed Harrier jump jets. Alright, the landing pads could be could be shaped better. It's mostly the rear of the craft, to be perfectly honest with you. Front, very nice. We like it. There is a weird... What is up here? No, that's all good. That's all good. That looks weird as balls. I don't know what that is. Yeah. I think you could lose the rear turrets on this, honestly. Alright, so while we're looking at this thing's beautiful, bodacious booty, gonna make notes on it. So, we're going to go here. Right, so... Rear... VTOL pads need to be bigger and shaped better, so they kind of flow into the rest of... So basically like this. This is what I'm thinking for this guy. Whether or not we keep those turrets over here, they need to be consistent, I don't know, nice and round. So how to describe this? So you just round off. You just round this off like that, and have it keep flowing into the rest of the craft. Lots of room for fun and activities, and maybe lose these turrets. Alright, so... Possibly... remove rear... turrets to lean more into the carry side. Lean more into the carry... Yeah, because this is basically just like a kind of, a cruiser with, just a bit of some VTOL stuff, duct tape onto it. And it needs to flow more better, yes. You treat us like the SD Lepton, but entirely deco hidden. Oh, you might not even see them neither because they're so stealthy and small. And an FTD. You treat us as a somewhat exotic subatomic particle, okay. So I had to come around to update the damn lion thing, but then life happened. That's okay. This is a slow process, and I understand that everyone involved in this project has a life outside of FTD. So, there's always the disclaimer. If the builder is unable or unwilling, I have to do. Would you rather be an empath in a dystopia or an outcast of a utopia? Neither. Both of those sound like they suck. I mean, empath. Ugh, I don't even like the word empath. I do not have a life outside of FTD. Yes, you do, Azusa. You have wife. You think we forgot about your wife? You have a wife, and a wife. That's basically it, really. Let's throw this thing against itself and see what happens. Rylanor. It does just look like an SS ship with a VTOL duct tape to it, yeah. It also has bad oh gods, this is laggy. How many sub-objects does this have? Okay, it has a few. It also has a little submarine. Oh, interesting. I forgot about that. I do like the submarine. That's pretty cool. Yeah, the rear turrets, like, they kind of have to go. And we can fit something else in there that's pretty cool, probably. Now I can't tell these damn jets apart. Yep, nope, that looks very funny. Yeah, rear turret, I'm gonna change that to, yeah, rear turrets have to go. Remove rear turrets, lean more into the carrier role. Rear VTOL pads, / flight deck. I was having trouble. Flight deck. And I need to just go double check what this is. Let's delete everything and repair all this stuff. Let's see, how many other sub-objects are there? What are these? Yeah, these radar things do not need to be on turrets. They really don't. Yep, remove, what is it? That's good. Detection does not need double turrets. And what else? What else? Yeah, there's missiles being fired in there. What is this? Yeah, this is very cramped. How the hell are you supposed to fire missiles in there? That's like that is a health and safety risk, isn't it? So lifeboats over there. I do like the little submarine. No wonder this thing lags though, because it's got a little friend in here. What is this little friend? Whoops, where am I? Help! So cute, it's trying to broadside, but... Oh, hi, missless. I do know... I think it's 6 large missiles on the front. The missiles smaller tend to miss quite a bit. Is that a right-sided torp? I don't know. Oh, let's check something. Nope. Nope. Let's see here. You cease and desist moving so I can see you. And we need to mini detections, not focus, let's build on it. Oh boy. Alright, so this little submarine is purely for detection. Seems silly, honestly, but I don't know, it's cute. It's cute! What else you require all of so old to have sub-vehicles? Here they will be a bit laggy. Yeah, but there's laggy ways of there are more and less laggy ways of doing it. If it's enclosed fully in the vehicle, that tends to be more laggy. I don't think it prefers either side. What would win, a super cheese craft or a manual control craft? Probably the super cheese craft. The torps launch left side though, which is odd. Seems silly, but has the cuteness factor going it. Wait, what torps? What torps? What torpedoes? Torpedoes? Torpedoes. Yep, and it has, again, spinny... Wait a minute. Okay, that's rather silly. This whole thing is very cramped. Huh. Why are there ACBs up here? Oh, that's decoed ACBs. What the hell? Also, how is this radar supposed to see anything? How is that radar supposed to see anything because the rigging is blocking it? There might just be missiles. I have a super cheese craft. I had a bit of works. Those are decorative stuff. I mean, yeah, I know it's decorative. But I'm just trying to think in terms of like, alright, you're going for a realistic ship. Huh. I just de-sub-objectify the aesthetics, I guess. Does not need double turrets. Yeah, that's enough notes on the Rylanor, I think. Alright, let's go here. Rylanor, did I spell that right? Rylanor. Or what? I don't know. I don't know, or what indeed. Rylanor, or Rylan, or Rynot. That's what. What am I even saying? Okay, yep, nope, I need to go retreat to my burrow. I need to go retreat to my burrow to recuperate, clearly. Alright, city over here as well. We've done good today, damn. Oh, we've looked at a lot of boats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 boats. 12 boats! That's so many boats! Okay, Rylanor? I hardly know her. Damn it, that's the joke I should have made. Okay, manual control card could theoretically snipe the AI. Yeah, theoretically, but I don't know. I don't know. Who cares? That's almost a dozen. That's almost a dozen. It's a baker's dozen. 13 is a baker's dozen. I'm done. I'm gonna retreat into my hole. Let's just look at the Rylanor Tokyo Drift for a while. What do we say? Alright, if you are watching this later on YouTube, do remember to subscribe. Only barrier to the VOD channel getting monetized is the number of subscribbles. And that's a problem, because subscribing really doesn't do much for the viewer anymore these days on YouTube. It's really just bookmarking. So please bookmark the VOD channel for later. You never know. And that would be very helpful. Please and thank you. What the hell else was I going to do? Nothing. Do I have news? Do I have things to shout out? Not much, really. Alright, let's just raid out. Who are we gonna go? Alright, do we want... Who haven't we raided? Let's raid Neko Boy Blue, because Neko Boy... Did we ever get a shout out for Neko Boy Blue in here? I forgot to check. Can you load an enemy so I can see the missiles launch? Sure, while I'm typing the raid. Let's just go... here. Right, see missiles as they are launching. Right, so those things in the middle frighten me dearly. I don't know, man. I was like, maybe lose the central missiles as well? I don't frickin' know, man. Alright. Bye, see you, Otanaran. Let's raid Neko Boy. Neko Boy Blue! Because Neko Boy Blue stopped by. Alright. Raiding now. Hooray! Alright, you lot. Neko Boy Blue, what are they doing? They're doing... Beyond All Reason. Oh, that is a fun explodey game, similar to FTD, I guess. That'll be fun. Alright, what are we doing tomorrow? I haven't figured out yet. Hopefully by the end of today I will have figured out... I will have figured out what the hell we're gonna be doing. So, that'll be fun and cool, hopefully. For the next stream. Something video game. Anyway, all of you have a wonderful one, whatever the one is, and I'll see you next time. Do check out the From the Depths video that got uploaded if you haven't seen it yet. Sales are fun. Alright. Bye!